Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of J-Rod's Garage. I told you to have some good content coming. Well, here it is. I got a 1998 S14 Sylvia that's owned by my buddy. This car is not currently yet legal to drive in the States. It's got a few more years, but he also owns a GTR R32. So we're going to be pulling the RB26 out of his R32, which has cams and a big single turbo. We're going to transplant that motor into this chassis, and also quite possibly converting it to all-wheel drive. I know that's been done in Japan, it hasn't been done here yet in the States, but I'm going to get my hand at it and see where we can go. This car originally came with an S14 DE, which obviously we have something to do with that motor. That's why I have this S14, 1995 S14, sitting to the left of me here, and we're going to be using that SR20 DE and putting it in this car here, and building an entry-level drift car that will be going up for sale. But first, I got to pull the RB25 out of this car because it will be used for a later project. So let me get started. Alright, so I'm going to get started by obviously starting on top.
That's what she said!
Of the engine bay here, and then I'm going to work to the bottom and just get everything cleaned up out of the way, sorted and put in the trunk tidy until we can get to it at a later date. So let's get started doing that. First I'm going to throw fender covers on this car. Alright, so I'm going to get started. First, I guess let's just start with pulling all the intercooler piping off. So we're going to get some pliers, 10mm socket, an extension, an 8 driver, and we're just going to start taking this thing apart piece by piece. Our lower harness has been disconnected from the engine. Now, we can go inside and see what we gotta do to get the rest of the engine harness out. And then once the engine harness is out, we have to get the engine mounts off, get underneath, get the tranny mounts. We need to pull the shifter, and we need to pull the drive line, and then we can pull this motor and tranny out all in one. So I'm going to take a little break, and then we'll get to the motor mounts and pulling the wiring harness through. Alright guys, now we're in the car. All we have to do is pull a 10mm bolt, or nut, bolt, yeah, it's a bolt, sorry, it's late. Out of the ECU here, pull this plug, and we can route this whole harness out through the center plug there. This car is already partially stripped, so it's not going to be very hard to finish into a track car. But you know, I'm going to get back to work, get this ECU out, get the harness out so we can get this thing up in the air, get the engine mounts, tranny mounts, and driveline out. There's our ECU. Start feeding that from the other side. Alright, so we're back out to the front. We're going to pull the harness through this hole that they already have here, slowly. Alright, we got the harness out, lay it across the engine. Looks like another piece of harness over there we need to pull through for the mast. Alright, so our whole harness is here on top of the engine. Now we can go under, get our engine mounts, or we can do it from the top, whichever is easier. Tranny mounts, drive line. And we need to drop the exhaust as well. Forgot to pull the power steering pump, so we're going to go ahead and pull the suction from the reservoir, and we're going to pull the one that goes from the rack, from the pump, that's high pressure. Just in case. Throw our banded bolt back in so we don't lose it. We'll just tuck that line away. Now we need to pull a reservoir line. That's off. Pull that. Nothing, very little in there. Alright, now the power steering pump's done. Now we can move on down to our mount. Now we'll get the other side. Now that I got the S14 up in the air, we're going to start from the back and work forward. So we're going to pull the rear driveline bolts, and it's a one-piece driveline, so that's all going to come down. But first, what I'm going to do and advise doing is we're going to want to drain the oil, because I'm going to pull the motor and tranny. Oh wait. There is no pulling that drain plug, so we were going to make a mess maybe. But anyways, we're going to pull the transmission cross member bolts from the transmission and also from the car, and pull the exhaust. So let's get started step by step. Let's don't get ahead of ourselves. So back to the back. So we're going to take out the 4 driveline bolts and remove the driveline. Now we can remove the drive line. This has a drive line, shop drive line in it. One piece. Alright, now that the drive line's out, we can move up to the tranny. Alright, I got a jack underneath here to support the tranny. I've already broken all the bolts loose, so we're going to go ahead and take the 17 bolts. Or actually, let's take the 14s out first. Make it a little easier on me. Alright, we got that removed. Now, we need to get our downpipe off. So our exhaust comes down, and then we're ready to pull this engine. So I'm going to move up to the exhaust now. Alright, we're going to get our last bolts out here. Nuts, excuse me. Alright, our exhaust is down. Now we're going to get ready to get the engine hoist out, hook it up, and pull this engine. Alright guys, I got the engine hoist hooked up. Everything's unhooked. We're ready to pull the engine, so let's get started on doing that. Well guys, the RB25 is now at the S14 Sylvia. It's over there by the high jet in my kid's bed. You know, I am a family man, so I got my kids here on days after school. Alright, well that's a wrap for episode 1. So again guys, like, comment, share, all that cool stuff that everybody tells you to do. And you know, comment and tell me what you want to see, what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what more you want to see, you know, all that stuff. But I'm gonna head home. I'm tired. Hope you guys enjoyed.